welcome back to my channel. I'm Holly Hickman if you are new, and I am so excited for the video I have planned for you guys today. I am very new to the entrepreneur world, but I am loving it so far, and I feel like I'm doing a pretty great job considering I haven't even launched my products yet. And I wanted to talk to y'all today about how to start your own business. I came up with an 8-step plan, so if I'm looking down, it's because I have a cheat sheet, on how to start your own business properly. It's a complicated process, but if you follow these steps, it really becomes a lot easier. So let's get started. The first step I have for you guys today is to find a problem and then also find the respective solution. So when it comes to making a product or service, you're trying to solve something and create value for your customers that are going to be purchasing for you. So what I mean by that is that any inconvenience in life, anything that bothers you, something that maybe a product you have, but it's like got all these bugs or it doesn't work properly or this, that, or the other. Anything like that is an opportunity for you to create something better. I'm gonna relate all of these points back to my own business just because I feel like it'll really create like a 360-degree visual for you guys. When I was starting my business, which is Holly Lolly, it's an athletic apparel company, I found that in the athletic apparel industry, everyone was very matchy-matchy, and that's just not who I am as a person, and I know other people must feel the same way because there's 8 billion people in the world, and I know I can't be the only one that feels this way. But if you notice, a lot of the big companies are making, outfits that are pink sports bra, pink shirt, pink leggings. Purple sports bra, purple shirt, purple leggings, and that's just not who I am. I love fashion and I love lifting and being an athlete. As a bikini competitor, obviously I have to be passionate about it. So I wanted to create a company that makes mix and match collections so that when women go online to buy, they don't have to just buy a gym outfit that's all, in the same color family, in the exact same print. I want it to be something that is mix and match. So you can buy 3 different leggings, 3 different sports bras, 3 different shirts from a collection of mine, and you can mix and match all of those to have great, awesome, stylish gym outfits so you can look confident and feel sexy in the gym. So that was the problem that I saw, was the lack of mix and match in the industry, and the solution was creating a company that does that for women. Step number 2 is to create your brand. This includes your logo, your slogan, your core values, your mission statement, etc., etc., etc. The first thing you're gonna start with is the name for your company. This is basically going to be your brand's identity. So when people are talking about you, this is what they're gonna be saying, okay? So you need something that's maybe a little bit catchy. It can maybe relate to your business, but that's not necessarily true. I mean, Apple's name is Apple and they make computers, so, you know what I mean? I make athletic apparel and my name is Holly Lolly. So it doesn't have to directly relate to the business, but it does have to be something that is memorable and also meaningful to you. Holly Lolly is meaningful to me because my parents and a lot of my family have called me Holly Lolly ever since I was little, and I thought it was a cute name for a company, so I went with it. Next, you're gonna wanna make your slogan and your logo. When it comes to creating your logo, your slogan, etc., you can hire a graphic designer to actually bring up those images for you. A great way to do this is to go through Upwork. I use Upwork for a lot of different stuff. You can hire freelancers through them, and basically it can be for anything. You can interview people, look at their portfolios, see how long they've been using Upwork, etc., etc., and hire someone that way. If you want to hire someone that I trust, my friend Kristi Russel is who I used to make my logo and slogans and the other graphics that I use on my website. She's awesome. She is a graphic designer. She recently graduated from Kennesaw State, and she was such a dream to work with, so I'll leave her information in the description bar below. Your logo has to be something that appeals to your customers, that sparks, fire within them. Mine is just a cutesy little logo that has a lollipop coming out the side, but I feel like it speaks to my demographic because of the target market that I have chosen, which leads me into the slogan making. My slogan is to sweat hard and stay sweet. So I like that because it speaks to my demographic and it also speaks to the core values of my company. So essentially I'm promoting the idea that you can work hard and be a bad, but you can also be a kind, sweet, and gentle feminine woman at the exact same time. And that's the kind of market that I'm trying to appeal to here. So between that and my little lollipop logo, it's perfect because it screams I'm sweet and cute and classy, but I can also tear it up in the gym. You're also gonna make sure that you want some core values and a mission statement. This is just so that customers, when they visit your website or they talk about you, that kind of thing, you know, you have some surrounding things that help you to make decisions for your business, that you're identified with, this, that, the other. So your mission statement is kind of like your public, this is what we are and this is what we do kind of statement. And then your core values are obviously what your business keeps closest to your heart. So whenever making decisions, I keep our core values close to my heart. Some of mine are honesty, integrity, hard work, and kindness, which you can obviously see are reflected in everything my brand has done so far. So make sure that your core values relate to you and then what you want your business to reflect. Step number 3, create a trademark. This is so important because if you don't have a trademark, you don't have a business. Sorry. Basically, what happens is, as soon as you create your name and your logo, you need to send those in to file for a trademark, because if your name is Boop Bop LLC and someone else's name Boop Bop Incorporated, guess what? You no longer have the name Boop Bop. I highly recommend hiring a trademark attorney if you're going to file for a trademark, because it is a very long and complicated process. It can take up to a year to completely go through. So please, please, please hire an attorney. It just makes everything so much easier. Yes, it's gonna take a little bit of a chunk out of your budget, but it's so worth it in order to get your trademark. So you aren't in business for 2 years and then all of a sudden you realize that you have someone else's name and they're suing you for the name or something like that. So get your trademark. I use a man named Auric Steele from Steele Media Law. I will leave his information in the description bar below so you can check him out, email him, and let him know what you want to do. Step number 4 is to get a business license, because if you don't have a business license, you don't have business. This is very important, obviously, because it's going to essentially make everything else in your life easier. Getting your trademark, doing the next step, which I'll talk about in a minute, etc., etc. So just make sure you go file for a business license. You do this through the Secretary of State. I'm pretty sure you can do it all online now. Yeah, you can do it all online now. That's how I did it. It's really easy. I think it's like $100 to get your business license, and then they email you your everything and you're good to go. It's really quick, super easy process. So do it. Step number 5 is to open a business account with your bank of choice. I don't know why I said that so dramatic. But you want to open a business account because you want to keep your personal finances and your business finances completely separate, and here's why. You can open a business account under your name, so it will be like Holly Hickman doing business as Holly Lolly, but if someone has an issue with your company or your product or service, etc., they can sue you and your company if they're all under one ID number, which would be your social security number technically. So keep them separate, because basically, okay, say your service is you're giving someone a massage and you give them an awesome massage, but you find out that they were allergic to the oil and they have this huge catastrophe with their skin or something like that, I don't know, and they decide to sue you. Because your business and your name are tied to each other by your social security number, they can sue you, your business, for all of the money, and they can sue you for your house, for your car, for your boat, for your everything. So keep them separate. Another great reason to keep your business and personal finances separate is because it's really going to help when it comes to tax season. It's really important to keep these separate, especially because you can write off business expenses on your taxes and get some money back for them, and we all want good tax returns, am I right? So make sure that you're keeping them separate, and then everything that is a business expense, whether it be paying your designer or ordering product or this, that, or the other, keep track of those receipts, and then later you'll be able to write them off on your taxes, which if you're opening up a business, it gets pricey, so you're gonna want all the money back you can get. Also, that brings me to bookkeeping and budgeting. This is really gonna be different from everyone else. Bookkeeping is mainly keeping track of everything your business does. This means licenses, legal matters, receipts, tax information, business account information, everything. Make sure that you're keeping that all in one accordion file or something else, so that you always have it on hand in case anything happens within your company. You can handle it using the paperwork that you have. Also, budgeting is very important. This is going to be really different for everyone, so I'm not going to speak on it for very long, but make sure you are not spending a ridiculous amount of money. It's really fun to play boss and do things like, you know, go out and rent an office and hire a cleaning crew and all that when it's really just you. So don't do that. Make a budget, account for everything that you spend money on, and make sure that you're not overspending on unnecessary costs. Another thing to keep in mind whenever you're doing stuff for your business is the cheapest way to do things. I'll give you an example. So when I was getting stuff ready for Holly Lolly to launch, which will hopefully be soon, I wanted to create really cute packages that were very homey to send to my customers when they ordered my products. And I ordered lollipops that are black and white, and they have a little sticker on them that say "Stay Sweet," which is that last half of my motto. And I found you could get personalized lollipops with stickers on them for $450 for 50 lollipops. You know what I did? I went to bulkcandystore.com and I ordered 50 black and white lollipops, and then I went to Vistaprint and ordered 50 stickers that said "Stay Sweet" on them, and I applied them myself, and guess how much I spent? Like $75. So I saved myself almost $400 just by doing a little bit more research, putting in a little bit more time, and making sure that I got the best deal possible. Number 6. Create your online presence. This is so important nowadays. If you don't have an online presence, you don't have a presence. So there's a couple different things I want to talk about here. First is your website. If you're going to be selling product, you need a website. I'm sorry, but you're not going to sell products from Facebook or Instagram. You need a website. And you need a website as soon as possible, and you need to make sure that your business name can also be used as your website, because you might run into some issues there. So just keep that in mind as well. When it comes to building a website, an awesome program to use is WordPress. I've used WordPress a couple of different times in building websites. There's a lot of great information on YouTube about building websites, especially on WordPress. That's probably one of the most user-friendly ways to go, but my personal recommendation is to hire a website designer. This is another thing that you can do on Upwork.com. I'll leave the link to their website down below just so you can like search through it and figure it out. But I started to build my website myself, but it just wasn't up to the standard that I wanted it to be. And so I went on Upwork, I listed a job description out, I sent out some invitations to apply. A lot of people did apply, and I eventually landed on a lady named Kristi. She designed my whole website start to finish, uploaded my Shopify, added all the images, this, that, the other. She was absolutely fantastic. So I'll leave her information in the description bar below. She charges an absolutely phenomenal price for website design. But if you want to go look and see some other people that you could maybe hire, go on to Upwork and scroll through some of the website designers that they have on there. I'm sure you will find someone that will do great work for you for an awesome price. Next is building up your social media. This is so important these days because social media is marketing. Like if you don't have social media, you don't have marketing at all, because it's so important to how we market ourselves these days. So go ahead and create all of your social media, make sure it's all linked back to your website, and start creating content. I don't even have a product launched yet, but I'm still putting content out because it's so important to get your brand a following, get it noticed, get support behind it, so when it launches, you have the best possible launch possible.
Best possible launch possible.
Anyways. You may think that you don't have interesting content to produce yet, but that is not true. People love watching behind the scenes work. As I've been going through every step of creating my business, I've been updating all my friends and family through my social media on how it's going, what I'm doing, this, that, the other, and I am amazed by the amount of support they have given me just by seeing behind the scenes stuff. From looking at fabric swatches to filing for my trademark, this, that, the other. People love to see how you brought this business to life. So even if you don't think you have content yet because you don't have a product or a service actually put together in a pretty little package with a bow yet, don't worry. Create content, make it valuable to them, be educational, teach them about owning their own business as you're doing it yourself. Interact online and just really create a presence for yourself so that when you launch, it's not like, you know, here's my account with 0 followers and 0 posts, and here's my product that no one knows about yet. So that is a big piece of importance. Start your social media before you even launch your product and get a following on it. Step number 7 is to finally create that product and document the progress. So going back to what I just said about social media, every step of product or service development that you are taking, document it and post about it. People want to know. Trust me on that. But product development is really different for every industry, so I'm not gonna go into it. If you do have questions about starting an athletic apparel company or a clothing company, leave them in the comments below and I will be sure to go back and answer all of your questions. But it's just so different for every company that it would be stupid to keep speaking about it. So create your product, make it to the best of your ability, because if you make a product, no one's gonna buy it. I promise you that. So make sure that you're making your product to the best of your ability. Make sure that it stands out from your competitors, that it's better or cheaper or this, that, or the other. Make a great product that your customers are genuinely going to love and rave about online, because it takes one bad customer to spread bad news about your product and kill your business. So make sure that you're making the best product you possibly can, because that's what's most important for a long-term successful business. Not that I would know yet because I haven't even launched mine, but still. And step number 8 is to launch your business. This is the fun part. So launch your product, have fun, be creative, listen to your customers, market well, and you should be good to go. That is actually all of the steps in my 8 steps to entrepreneurship. But the last little tip I will give is never stop learning. Entrepreneurship is all about learning. I have learned so much in the past, 4 or 5 months since I decided to start this business. I'm very young in the entrepreneurship world, but I've never stopped learning since I started, whether it's podcasts, books. There's a great website called Skillshare. I'll leave the link to that in the description bar as well. It has so much valuable information on there, from branding to logo designing to Photoshop to website building to crafts to cooking, etc., etc. So check out Skillshare.com. Keep learning, because entrepreneurship is all about learning and staying on top of the world, honestly. If y'all enjoyed that video, please give it a like and also comment down below if you have any questions whatsoever. I would be more than happy to help y'all with those. Also, please, if you've been enjoying my videos so far, subscribe down below. It really helps me out. And also share the video if you feel like anyone would find this useful in starting their journey on the entrepreneur road. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You can find me at all of these social media links right here. But I hope y'all have a blessed day and have fun starting your own business. Bye.